Good afternoon and good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffeeStream number 272. And I hope everyone had a good weekend. I am starting to get sick, I think, because I can't stop frickin' coughing. So this is going to be interesting. We are going to you're going to listen to a croaky croaking version of my voice because I literally cannot stop coughing. But I'm also opening news stories on the fly right now because I was running a little bit behind. So I'm kind of trying to I'm trying to fill the dead air while I open up news stories for you guys. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it's a Gunfox news day. It's a Gunfox news day, Gunfox. All of these stories here that we've got are going to be from you, except for the last story. They're all Gunfox stories. So this is going to be interesting. Don't worry, people. I picked the least upsetting. We won't have any horrifying things that will make us want to cry. That's not something. Don't worry. That's not going to happen. But we do have lots of stories to talk about. So let's see who's here while I continue opening up the stories. Let's see who's here. Wikipedia snippet. We have a fox and a dog, says Wikipedia snippet. Duck Dog and Gunfox have joined us, I see. Good afternoon to Wikipedia snippet and to Skeptalk and to Duck Dog. And we have a Blake Hanley. Hello. And we have, let's see. No blame Pincalo, says Gunfox. Oh, yes, of course. We must always blame Pincalo, apparently. Oh, come on, Safari. Don't do this to me. I'm trying to get things done here. Okay, there we go. Okay. I almost said hi to Nightbot, too, by the way. I almost did that. I'm just going to admit that right now. Oh, is Pink Hollow here? Hey, honey, hello. That hockey sweater looks warm. It is warm. It is very warm. And that's another reason I can tell that I'm getting sick, because the furnace is on in here. And it's I'm cold. So that's how I can tell I'm getting sick. So I'm almost done getting the stories here. I keep trying to read chat. So I keep getting distracted here. Lindsay, hi. Glad to have you here. The furnace is set to man setting, 68 degrees all year round, but it's usually fine for me. I'm usually okay. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Couldn't get to the mute button in time. Yeah, I'm usually okay with the furnace setting. All right, I have finally opened all of the stories. Let's go back to the beginning of the line of stories and share the screen and get into this amusement and fun. Okay. Do. I can't believe that took me 10 freaking minutes. Okay. Here we go. Share screen. Why is Safari not... Oh, come on. Let's refresh Safari to see if it'll work. It won't let me share. Why won't you let me share? That's mean. It literally only wants to let me share StreamYard. That is really aggravating. It's broken. LOL, my news is too powerful. So what I'm going to do here... What I'm going to do here is I'm going to quickly refresh and let myself back into the studio. So there will be 10 seconds of me not being here, and I will be right back. And I'm back. Let's see if that worked. That better work. Behold the power of my news, says Gunfox. Yes, apparently. Apparently, the power of your news... What the fuck? Super annoying. So my only other option is to quit Safari and open it up again. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to open, since that took so long, I'm going to open each story one at a time, and we're going to read them that way. And I will thank God my Twitter credentials have been saved. Nope. Yep. Nope. The power of your news. The power of your news is too strong, Gunfox. The power of your news has wrecked my ability to provide a my ability to show you guys the news has been affected by Gunfox's choices. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Where is it here? Here we go. Here's the first story I wanted to read to you. There we go. That was odd. So I guess because Safari needed to be quit and then reopened, because that was weird. Okay. The power of your nudes? What did I walk into? No, news. Gunfox's news. Hello, Zombie Teddy. Glad to have you here. Remember Teddy Ruxpin? Yes. I never got to play with Teddy Ruxpin, but I do remember Teddy Ruxpin. Okay. Let's read about this crazy lady. No, I don't want trending now. I just want the headline, damn you. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, the pregnant Florida mom. I didn't get that one. I didn't pick that one because Monkey read it on Monkey in the Morning this morning. So I didn't want to have too many repeats. And why did you have to put me at the bottom of the webpage, Fox? That was very rude of you. That was very, very rude. Okay, here we go. So this headline says, woman who forced ex into sex at machete point sentenced to psychiatric hospital. Oh, man. That's crazy. Sounds like the Grill and Pirate Pete says, sounds like the Lefty Media Corporation are trying to protect us from BP's alt-right views because anything right of me is alt-right. Yes. Yes. Was her partner Tootsie? Ooh. Ooh. Oh boy. That's a spicy message. So this is the... Is this... Okay, so this is the picture of the lady, and her name is Samantha Ramirez, I guess. This is her Facebook picture. I think this is her Facebook picture. So, let's see. Oh, there was an update. She may be knocked up, so she may have gotten her wish. Oh, wow. I like Scribe's comment, if there was a shorter way of describing her crime. Like a 4-letter word starting with R. Yeah. Wouldn't that be expedient? So let's see here.
Montana woman accused. Facebook. A Montana woman accused of. Link. Breaking into her ex-boyfriend's home with a machete. And then raping him, was sentenced this week to 20 years in a state psychiatric hospital, according to a new report.
Why did she get psychiatric treatment instead of jail time? I'm confused.
Samantha Ramirez, 20, was charged in June 2018 with entering her former beau's home while he was out.
Her former beau, ugh.
Link. Local outlet, period. Link. Local outlet KPAX reported. Picketing level 4. See also. Link. When he returned, she went up to him from behind, wielding a machete, according to court documents obtained by the outlet.
Okay.
Mears demanded that her ex get in his birthday suit and get on the bed. The documents say
the documents say that she demanded he get in his birthday suit and get on the bed. Is that what it says, or is that you trying? What? Why? Okay. Why is it that when a man gets raped, it's described this way, in this tongue-in-cheek manner? I really would like to know this. Why, when a man gets raped and it gets reported, do the author of the articles get all tongue-in-cheek and like, ha ha ha? Good afternoon, BLT. I don't get it. This The first sentence must have slipped by the editor. Let's see.
Then, according to the documents, Mears removed her pants, crawled on top of the man, and had sex with him. She's also accused of biting him on the arm as they had intercourse.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Dax. This is...
Afterward, Mears, still armed with the machete, ripped a piece of trim off the wall and intentionally urinated on her former flame's bed, according to the documents.
So she's a piece of crap. So she's getting away with going to a psychiatric hospital because she acted like a rapist. Because this is all power trip stuff. Like this, all of this is power trip. And if a man does it, he's classified as the power motivated rapist, right? But when a woman does this, she's just crazy and she should go to the mental hospital. Because, women can't possibly have that type of deviancy in their brains. Oh, hello, Gosham96. Welcome to the stream. This is why you do not date or stick it in crazy. Yeah, but... Sorry about that. But, like, is she crazy, though? Or is she... Is she just doing your normal... Well, and I hate to say normal, but your typical power assertion rape activity, but she's being defined as crazy because she's a woman. Oh, she's definitely a rapist. Like if a guy had done this, he wouldn't be put in a mental institution, even if he pissed on the bed afterwards, right? But because of the... let's see if she's accountable for her actions. Let's see if the story says something.
She initially was charged with aggravated burglary, assault with a deadly weapon, and unlawful restraint, among other counts, the station reported.
Wow, not a one rape charge. Not one rape charge. That is... Jesus. But the justice system is totally anti-woman, right?
She was sentenced Tuesday to the custody of the State Department of Public Health and Human Services for the offense of sexual intercourse without consent, as the word rape is not used in Montana code.
Oh, I highly doubt that the word... Okay, so you're telling me that if a man raped a woman in Montana, that he would go to the Department of Health and Human Services because there's no word rape in the Montana criminal code? You're gonna look me... Are you gonna tell me with a straight face that a man would go to the mental hospital because there's no rape... there's no term rape in the criminal code of Montana?
Chrome.
Fuck, hold on. Mute. Where's the mute button? Okay, sorry. That was too loud in there. Okay. But yeah, why is this even happening? Like, why? I broke Cog over this news story. I broke him so hard. I don't doubt it. Because this is... Like, how can you say that there's no word rape in the criminal code of Montana, And I guarantee you there are rapists, male rapists, serving time for rape in Montana prisons. I will put money on that. But because she's a woman, they decided, oh, there's no rape in the criminal code of Montana. Hey, no dying midstream. Yeah, I'll try. Rape is penetration. It's antiquated bullshit. Yeah. Unless she did a plea deal for lesser charges. It doesn't look like that, though.
The judge ruled that Mears be placed in an appropriate mental health facility. She was also designated as a Tier 2 sex offender and required to complete appropriate treatment and counseling, according to the station.
Okay, so she's being treated as a sex offender. Yeah, she's being treated as a sex offender, but sentenced to a mental institution instead of a jail. Yeah, they would call it sexual assault, says Wikipedia snippet. Yeah. If they didn't have the term rape in the criminal code, they would charge the man with sexual assault and put him in fucking prison. Why is she going to a mental institution? This is disgusting.
Mears suffers from a mental disease or defect, according to the court documents, and she was given the maximum penalty allowed by Montana law under those circumstances.
What mental disease or defect does she suffer from? What is the disease or defect?
Filed under.
Oh, they're not going to tell us?
Link. Montana. Link.
No, they're not going to tell us. The court documents are not going to tell us. They're just going to say, we think she's crazy because she raped a dude. And, women can't possibly do that. So she must be crazy. Wow. That poor guy. He deserves some justice. That's sad. So let's read now about this. Let's read about this. Meth 2.0, apparently. Oh, I have a gem in my Discord. Oh, okay. Ugh. Stupid USA Today. Fuck off. I'm trying to get to the fucking article. Jesus, it's like refreshing. There's a video. Yeah, there's a video that keeps refreshing. And it's fucking with me trying to get to the article. It's really aggravating. Let's see if I can find it here. Where's the pause button? Thank God. Okay. All right. So this is about Math 2.0. Let's see. Twice the high, half the... Yeah, Math 2. Of course, after 20 years, they could always say that she hasn't gotten better and could keep her longer, says Wikipedia snippet. Yeah. I hate USA Today, but this gem was too much to pass up. I gotcha. I was worried for a minute, and I was like, an article about meth, but Elmo kept popping up. I was like, oh no, Elmo's a meth head. I totally think Elmo is a meth head. But that's just me. So let's read here.
The upcountry, SC, Erica Haas calls the pull.
The pull, huh?
When Haas was 24, her doctor prescribed OxyContin for back pain. She quickly progressed to heroin, and then to methamphetamines, now 30 and in recovery.
Wait, you went from downers to stimulants? That's weird. See you later, Duck Dog.
Link. She described the grip that meth had over her for more than 5 years. Period. It's like God tells you that if you take another breath, your children will die, she said, shaking her head and trying to hold back tears. You do everything you can not to take a breath, but eventually you do. That's what it's like. Your brain just... The opioid epidemic appears to be subsiding in the northwest corner of South Carolina, a region known as the Upcountry. Nationwide, the number of opioid-related overdose deaths is declining slightly, but a new variety of methamphetamine is taking its place as the #1 drug of abuse.
So you've switched from downers to major uppers. Okay. Wasn't the guy who voiced Elmo fired over accusations over grooming teen boys? I don't know, actually. I don't get how one progresses from opioids to amphetamines. I took an Adderall once and I couldn't stand it. Yeah, I don't like, meth is a completely different high from heroin. I don't understand why a heroin addict would progress from heroin to meth. I mean, like, I could see them taking meth. I know I can't.
Advertisement. By most accounts, meth is much harder to quit, and the latest version of the illicit drug flooding the nation is cheaper than ever before.
Okay.
Health officials. Link. Use money. Health link. Use money from opioid lawsuits to bolster treatment and prevention.
Really? So they used money from class action opioid so they used class action lawsuit money from the opioid crisis to help treat methamphetamine abuse. I don't think that's what that money's for. I think it's to help treat opioid abuse, but okay.
Primarily imported from Mexico by major drug traffickers, meth 2.0 is stronger, cheaper and far more plentiful than the old home-cooked variety, and with historic levels of funding from the federal government focused exclusively on fighting opioid addiction, states and counties are scrambling to find resources to combat this most recent drug plague.
This is why you shouldn't just focus exclusively on... Some addicts aren't particular. They'll take anything they can get their hands on. That's true. That's true.
In the small city of Greenville, faces and voices of recovery staff work around the clock to provide a place people struggling with meth addiction can come to talk. CEO Rich Jones spends many evenings and weekends fundraising because little federal or state money exists to provide the kind of long-term support people in recovery from meth addiction need, he said.
But why? See, this is why it's... You shouldn't just focus on specific drug treatment. It should be treatment based on your addiction. It shouldn't be, I'm sorry, you don't have the correct addiction for our funding. Like, what the fuck is that about? That doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry, the government isn't funding your particular addiction right now. Come back later.
Rebecca Maddox is executive director of the Phoenix Center of Greenville. Image. Rebecca across town. Rebecca Maddox runs Phoenix Center's Serenity Village, a women's residential addiction treatment facility. The center receives substantial funding from Medicaid because patients are either pregnant or have custody of their children and therefore qualify for the federal state health plan for low-income people.
Oh, great. A bunch of, well, at least it's meth addicts that are trying to not be meth addict or recover. But yeah, of a treatment facility full of pregnant women and kids. I'm sorry, but when you're in treatment, you need to find somebody to take care of your kids. You're in treatment so that you can become a good mom again. Okay? Your kids don't need to see you detoxing and going through rigorous daily counseling and all of that stuff. That's not what your children need to see. That's not. No, I'm sorry. I'm not okay with that.
She said federal funding for the center has remained flat for more than a decade, except for recent money targeted for treating opioid addiction. But data showed that opioid use was declining in Greenville, so we didn't get any of the money this year, she said.
Yeah, you have the wrong drug addiction. I'm sorry.
Advertisement. Third and 63% of the 81 women admitted to Serenity Village last year were treated for meth addiction. They include Haas, who is staying at the center with her 3 children.
3 kids at the center. What do they do with the children while you're in the middle of detoxing and group therapy and not to mention the med change, because a lot of addicts tend to be put on antidepressants as well to help them with some of the mental health issues. What are the do you guys, does this center provide education for the children? Is there child care, or are they just kind of wandering around talking to each other, sharing stories of how of how their moms, used to be really what? Wow. Okay.
When her heroin addiction caused her to lose everything, including her children, Haas said she decided to quit. Feeling sick and depressed as she came off the powerful drug, some friends gave me meth and told me it would make me feel better, she recalled. It made my sickness go away, or maybe I just didn't care about it anymore.
Yeah, good friends. Here. You're coming across, you're sharing stories of mom turning tricks to pay for the meth. Yeah. No kidding. Yeah, you've got some great friends there. Here, you're coming off heroin. Instead of a congratulations, you're trying to kick the habit, we're going to give you some meth.
Newsletter sign up form delivery required at your end of for sheet when I get sheet for a time. Haas got her kids back, but within weeks, meth began to take an even bigger toll on Haas' life. She lost custody of her oldest kids again, yet she said she still found it impossible to quit. After losing custody of her youngest, who just turned 1, she said she knew it was time to quit.
Yeah. So fuck your older 2, but when you lost your youngest, then you realized that I guess that kid's the most important one. Like setting someone on fire to warm them up from when they get frostbite. No kidding.
She checked into Serenity Village, and for the first few weeks, she struggled every minute of the day. But now, after nearly 3 months, the pull is starting to fade.
Yeah.
When I get the pull, she said, I know I need to find someone who will tell me to play the tape again about what's going to happen to me and my kids if I pick up, she said, meaning if she started to use again, I just need to find somebody to talk to. Authorities. Link. 40 pounds of seized fentanyl is heading level 2. Pickens, tucked into the Pickens County, about 20 miles west of Greenville, has been hit hard by the meth surge. Tucked into the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains and home to Clemson University, Pickens County is a destination for wealthy retirees who build multi-million-dollar homes on the shores of Lake Kiwi and other scenic spots. You are correct.
Okay.
But jobs have been scarce and wages low ever since the cotton mills closed in the 1990s, creating stress and anxiety for many residents. That and its proximity to drug trafficking routes, it is less than 20 miles off Interstate 85, the main artery to Atlanta, have contributed to soaring meth use. You are correct.
So stressed out people are taking meth now. Okay. So the kids now think that mom thinks the drug... Wait. So the kids now know mom thinks drugs are more important than the kids. Yep. The rehab is called Serenity Village. Sounds like the name of a gay community. It kind of does.
Between 2016 and 2017, the number of people seeking treatment for meth addiction nearly doubled in Pickens and the other 9 counties in the Upcountry region, according to data from the State Drug and Alcohol Agency. In the Midlands and coastal regions of the state, including Charleston, opioid addiction and overdose deaths remain the biggest threat, according to state data. You are correct.
Okay, so stop fucking gearing your funding towards specific drug addictions. Why is this so hard? This is ridiculous. You guys are making a problem where there needs to be no problem. This is... Stop a guy in village. Yeah. Yeah, a gated community. No, I said gated, not gay. Sorry. My throat is... Yeah, it's weird. My voice is all weird, so I said gated, not gay. Let's see. So we've got Ilhan Omar was saying some stupid things again. I'm sure we're all shocked. So it says Ilhan Omar at Bernie Sanders rally calls for mass movement to the working class amid lock him up chants. Oh, are we about to view communist protests in the flesh here? Are we about to witness a communist rising up? Is that what we're about to witness here? The workers will rise up. Yes, yes.
Rep. Ilhan Omar shows her support for Senator Sanders at a rally at the University of Minnesota. Amid repeated chants of lock him up and Green New Deal, Rep. Link. Ilhan Omar. Link. Ilhan Omar. D-Men issued a full-throated endorsement of Link. Bernie Sanders.
A full-throated endorsement, huh? What the hell is it with Bernie and other people hijacking these platforms? I don't know. Ilhan Omar said something stupid, and the sky is blue, the grass is green, and Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Yeah.
At a spirited rally in Minneapolis Williams Arena on Sunday night, saying a mass movement of the working class is needed to take down President Trump and end Western imperialism, as she put it.
Oh boy. Oh, wow. That's crazy. They like pushing the elderly around. Yes, they do.
I am excited for President Bernie Sanders, Omar thundered at the conclusion of her remarks, as rock music blared throughout the University of Minnesota venue.
President Bernie Sanders. That's never going to happen. That is never going to happen. Oh my God. Hi, Mustafa.
At no point did either Omar or Sanders attempt to stop attendees from shouting "lock him up" whenever Trump was invoked. Last year, CNBC's John Harwood had Link predicted at Link that any serious Democratic candidate will make a point of shutting down such a chance directed at the president.
No, they won't. They won't try. She talks of the working class, yet I bet she sees the working class as mostly white, uneducated men. Not wrong. The look on your face was priceless, blind press, says Gunfox.
Omar's endorsement was a break from the rest of the state's delegation of Democrats, which endorsed Senator Amy Klobuchar's more moderate campaign. It also constituted a youthful shot in the arm for Sanders' left-wing presidential bid, which has remained competitive with Joe Biden and Elizabeth Warren's campaigns.
Competitive, huh? Competitive, huh? Really? Okay. Not entirely sure what you mean by competitive. They've all been dragging pretty badly. But sure. Sure. We'll let you have that one.
Link. Why did Omar vote? Link. Excited for a full year of dueling lock them up chance. Link. Like 350.
So let's see here. This is the last of the... So that's the end of that article, I think. Oh, no. It says here in Minnesota, we don't just welcome refugees. We send them to Congress, Omar said to applause. Right now, achieving that universal... Wait, sorry. that kind of make me laugh. Right now, achieving that universal dream feels more out of reach than it ever has in my lifetime. What universal dream? What universal dream? What are you talking about? Let's see. Let's see what it says.
Then, pointedly refusing to mention President Trump's name, Omar continued, the current occupant of the White House likes to talk about making America great, but every action, and virtually every word out of his mouth, is an attack on the very values and ideals that make this country a beacon of hope for me and the people around the world.
Have you heard what he said, and have you heard what you've said? I'm just curious. Because wow, lady, you are... If irony suddenly gained a corporeal form and walked out of the dictionary and walked up to you and said, "Hello, Miss Omar, my name is Irony," you'd be like, "What?"
Link. AG. Link. Lock. I'm not even lock her up. Chants at Trump rallies were widely condemned in the press. Where are those same critics now?
Good question.
I'm not even getting into how deplorable it is that a major presidential candidate has someone with Omar's record giving a surrogate speech at a rally. Link. HTT.
So that's the Twitter
Link.
A tweet.
Link. Later on, still without mentioning the president's name, Omar incorrectly. Link. Claimed that Trump called neo-Nazis very fine people, a suggestion that White House officials repeatedly stressed was taken out of context, and, in a link, that Trump called neo-Nazis very fine people, a suggestion that White House officials repeatedly stressed was taken out of context, and, in a nod to the link, send her back chant that erupted at a Trump rally earlier this year, Omar remarked, none of us are going back, we're here to stay.
Okay, he was talking... Oh. I guess Ilhan Omar thinks the rest of America is anti-Semitic brother lovers too. Yeah. I guess so. Wow. Okay. My brain is hurting too much. Let's move on, shall we? Holy moly. Holy moly cow. That's just insane. Woo. Well then, Omar. You are just a special kind of crazy, aren't you? So moving on here to the next story. This one makes me sad. This makes me a sad panda. This story right here. Come along, Safari. Don't tell me you're busy. Oh, look, the stupid Twitter video, or the stupid video. I hate that. Okay, there we go. So this is millions of black market cannabis plants have been found and destroyed. And it's a street value of over $1 billion. I'll break you again, says Gunfox. Let's see here. Here we go.
Unlink. Investigation. Unlink. Investigation into several hemp fields in Link, California. Uncover 10 million illicit. Link. Cannabis. Plants with a black market value of over $1 billion, which authorities seized and destroyed, officials said Thursday.
No! 10 million! Oh my god! What are you doing? Just sell it to the states where it is legal. What the... Yeah, Pinkala's Pinkala, you're probably right. He says, I bet they weighed the dirt. Yeah, that's what they do here. They used, when they were seizing plants, and they would say, you know, the street value of these plants is worth X. They always weighed the dirt as well as the plant.
The investigators searched 11 different fields in the Irvine area, located about 100 miles north of Link, Los Angeles. On October 25th, after obtaining a search warrant, the Kern County Sheriff's Office, Link, wrote on Link Facebook. They swept through 459 acres of land with assistance from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, CDFW, and Link, FBI, period. Link, helicopter.
The FBI too, huh?
The plants were grown under the appearance of a legitimate hemp operation, the sheriff's office said.
Okay, how do you grow hemp and pot in the same field? Because I thought that... I could be wrong. I really could be. I thought that hemp was the male plant and marijuana was the female plant. And I thought if you had them in the same field, the male plant would basically ruin the I thought the male plant would basically turn the female plants into like male plant. Like I thought that that's what happened. I thought that if you got male plants around female marijuana plants, that the female marijuana plants would basically become useless. Now, I could be very wrong. I could be misunderstanding that. So let's see here.
Authorities uncovered about 10 million illicit cannabis plants with a street value of over $1 billion across 459 acres of land in Irvine, officials said. Image.
So I think that is a picture of some of the plants. That sounded so sexist. No, I've been told that by people who grow that if you have any male if you have any of the male plant, like any pollen from the male plant, and you walk into a female, like an actual grow up, you can effectively ruin a crop. You can. Oh, same plant family, different breed. Okay, thank you for clearing that up. Thank you for clearing that up, Straight to the Mill.
Authorities uncovered about 10 million illicit cannabis.
So this is a picture of the plants that they have covered.
Samples of the plants were tested to determine their level of THC, the psychoactive ingredient in marijuana. The levels tested well above the legal 0.3% limit for industrial hemp production, essentially making the plants cannabis, authorities said.
Okay, so you're close, says Pink Hollow. Basically, get any pollen from the male plant, and you walk into an all-female building, you will fuck that entire girl up. They will go to seed. Napalm will still work well on it. Looks like any other farm from a distance.
Industrial hemp production is legal in Kern County as long as the THC levels comply with the 0.3% limit, according to the sheriff's office. The commercial sale of hemp or cannabis that exceeds that threshold is illegal.
Okay.
The plants found in the fields tested over the 0.3% limit of THC, essentially making the plants cannabis image.
Well, what was the test? How much more over the limit was it? I'm curious. I'm very curious now.
The plant hemp is traditionally used to make rope, strong fabrics, paper, construction materials, cosmetics, and food products. According to the USDA, more recently it has been touted for producing cannabidiol, link, or CBD, the focus of new cannabis research that doesn't cause the high associated with marijuana.
Yeah, CBD is good for seizure disorders, stuff like that.
Link. Click here. Authorities didn't name the grower as the investigation is ongoing. It was unclear whether further legal action would be taken.
Okay. That's a lot of weed that they've just destroyed. Oh, well. Okay, let's move on to the next story. So this is an interesting story. This is a story about a ship that will this is a story about let's see, hold on. Maybe there are strong and independent female plants that don't need no man. That's funny. So this article is about an iron ship that actually may be going over the falls soon, Niagara Falls. Come on, Safari. Where's that stupid heading? There. Come on. Wow, Safari. Don't do this. There we go. So massive ship stuck in Niagara Falls rocks for over 100 years. Come on. I'm just trying to read this headline here. Come on. So this is a ship. This is basically a big old iron ship that got stuck in the rocks above Niagara Falls. And if Safari would stop jumping around and let me find the actual headline, that would be great. So, this is massive ship stuck in Niagara Falls rocks for over a century could plunge off the edge. And the subheading here is saying Niagara Parks officials say the iron scow was considered to be an immovable landmark before storms dislodged it from its rocky perch. So this is interesting. There's an update to the news story. Well, sort of. It mistakenly went down the river, but couldn't turn around and then ran aground, if I'm not mistaken on the history of this thing. I'm not sure, honey. I very, very vaguely remember the story of this ship, but it's not well in my head, so I don't know. Let's see if it's going to let me get to the actual body of this article. Every time I move, it like freezes for a second, and then it tells me the link. Let's see here. Come on. Jesus Christ. I may have to forego this story, because this is getting crazy. Yeah, I'm going to have to... why don't they just turn off the water and reset the ship? I know they can turn off the water. Bugs Bunny did it. Yeah, I'm going to actually look up the history on this thing and do a video, because it's actually really messed up. Yeah, that would actually be a good idea, Pincolo, to do a video about this. Yeah, okay, guys, I'm going to have to close this window, and we're going to have to forego this story, because I can't make the links work. Or I can't make Safari behave with that story. There's something about the website that's causing it to freeze up. So let's read instead about what NASA's going to do with its dead astronauts. All right. Come on, Safari, behave. I'm trying to read the news here. Jesus Christ, come on. Well, I get a full video from a news story. Win-win. I guess so. You do you? You value my privacy, do you? Are you sure about that? All right. Let's read about this. Hopefully I can access the story, because I do want to read about what NASA does with its dead people. Let's see. They should save them in case they have to eject them with debris off of a Federation ship. I like that. Jesus Christ, come on. I keep getting Safari busy. Justin the Weasel Trudeau. Yep. Hello, Dectran. Wow, Safari really doesn't want me to read any news to you guys right now, apparently. Fuck, I can't read this one either. That's okay, I have some more. I have plenty of stories. Actually, I only have 2 left. Fuck, okay. Well, Gunfox has been putting more in Discord since we started, so. Come on. Okay, so now we're going to read about the Mongolians. Let's read about those damn Mongolians. Paywall. Well, it's a good thing I closed that article anyway, isn't it? So, Mongolia arrests 800 in cybercrime probe. Interesting. So let's read about the Mongolians.
Police in Mongolia arrested roughly 800 Chinese citizens during an anti-money laundering operation, local authorities said on Thursday.
Wow, okay, so 800 Chinese citizens. Mongolians break down paywall. Yes. You have enough news stories to last 5-10-hour shows. I know. I just don't have the energy to last 5-10-hour shows.
The operation took place in 4 locations within the capital of Ulaanbaatar, where hundreds of computers and over 10,000 mobile phone SIM cards were confiscated as part of an investigation into a cybercrime ring. Period.
Wow. That's a massive find. 800 arrests. Well then. So we have with amphetamines you would have the energy, says Mr. Dax. I'm not endorsing that. I know, Mr. Dax, I know. But I at least there would be some they probably have those rehab centers like the ones they had, like that Serenity Village. They probably have those out in BC somewhere. No, that's just ridiculous.
Following 2 months of investigations, authorities say the ring likely revolved around illegal gambling, fraud, computer hacking, identity theft, and money laundering.
Well then, the feud between China and Mongolia continues. Star Trek themed Transformers. Oh, that would be cool. Crawling hair is no fun. What? Irate? Are you on acid? Or are you referring to DTs?
According to Reuters. Hackers hijacked DC's surveillance cameras just before Trump's inauguration. Police in Mongolia arrested roughly 800 Chinese citizens during an anti-money laundering operation in the capital of Ulaanbaatar, local authorities said on Thursday. Image.
So I guess this is the picture of some of the stuff they stole.
As of this moment,
or they seized.
As of this moment, we suspect they are linked to money laundering. Gerald Duripolama, the Mongolian General Intelligence Authority, told the outlet, "We are looking into the matter."
So that's just pretty big cybercrime rate. Amphetamines, yeah.
All 800 of the Chinese men detained entered the country on 30-day tourist visas. The Chinese embassy in Ulaanbaatar said in a statement that they would cooperate with Mongolian authorities.
Wow, so all of the men came on 30-day tourist visas. Wow, okay. Hello, Mongolians. We are here to visit you. Ha 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 ha. This is like a South Park episode. It's seriously like a South Park episode. This makes me smile.
And the police department of Mongolia has taken the necessary measures in this case and is currently in the process of investigating. It read, China and Mongolia will have open law enforcement and security cooperation, and the two parties will be working closely together on this matter.
Yeah. I prefer hair to stay where it is and not crawl around, says Wikipedia snippet. I'm with you.
Link. Man nearly chokes. Of the 800 arrested in probe, only 4 will be investigated further, along with 1 Mongolian national.
4 out of the 800 are going to be investigated further? Okay.
They will be deported to China, according to local police. The operation took place a month after 324 undocumented Chinese citizens were arrested in the Philippines for their involvement in online gambling and cyber fraud, according to a notice by the country's Immigration Bureau.
Well then, the Chinese have been busy. Genghis Khan versus Xi Jinping. Yeah. Wasn't it China that built that Great Wall to keep the Mongolians out of China? This is a big change, isn't it? Maybe they're going for a different strategy.
Link. Click here. Chinese nationals accounted for roughly a third of foreign tourists entering Mongolia this year, Reuters added.
Yeah, they're definitely going for a different strategy now. This is a South Park episode. Do you remember the episode where the Chinese guy and the Japanese guy, the City Sushi and City Walk were battling and they were pretending to be friendly with each other? Yeah, this is exactly what I'm picturing. Oh wow. So here we go. We've got, here's our Science-y article. So the Air Force had a plane up in orbit. I didn't actually know about this. I didn't know about this until it landed last week. And I think that was the point, because it's being called a secretive excursion. Come on, Safari. Voice, there we go. I was like, voiceover, what did you do? Come on. Come on. Why do you got to do this? I just want to read a story. Usually these articles are not hard. Almost time for a nap. Yeah, over 2 years. 780 days, I think, was their orbital thing. Let's see if refreshing this will work. Because I'd really like to read this article. This sounds really cool. Okay. So we've got a correction here as well. So let's see. Oh, come on, Safari. I was just navigating just fine. Two point 2.14 years in space. I'm rounding. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So it says a previous headline had the incorrect number of days in orbit has been corrected. Okay, let's see. Let's read about this.
The U.S. Air Force's X-37B orbital test vehicle landed Sunday morning in Florida. Figure. U.S. Air.
So I think this is a picture of the plane. Which, this is pretty cool. Gunfox lives in the gold vault in Fort Knox. Thank you, Mr. Spock. Yeah.
U.S. Air Force. The U.S. Air Force's X-37B orbital test vehicle landed Sunday morning. End of the U.S. Air. Another flight. Another endurance record. The U.S. Air Force's secretive X-37B orbital test vehicle landed Sunday morning after more than 2 years in orbit. The 780-day mission bested the spacecraft's previous record. Your current.
That's pretty cool. I sit on the golden throne, says Gunfox.
Link of 718 period. The X-37B continues to demonstrate the importance of a reusable space plane. Air Force Secretary Barbara Barrett said in a statement, each successive mission advances our nation's space capabilities.
Yeah, the fact that that this plane is being basically used again and again in orbital flight is a very cool. It's very because most spaceships, most rockets, well, not most, all rockets are basically useless when they get back to Earth. You can't reuse that rocket. You can. Well, I shouldn't say that. The Soyuz rockets are. It's using the tech from the space shuttles, yeah. But to build a reusable vehicle that can go into orbit, survive leaving the atmosphere and re-entering the atmosphere, and survive orbiting the Earth, I think that is a very necessary thing, and a good investment in any space program.
It was the fifth mission for the reusable and unmanned space plane, which resembles a mini space shuttle. Little is known about its latest mission, but when it was launched on Link, a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket in September 2017, your current with the Air Force said it was carrying small satellites and would test experimental technologies in zero gravity.
Okay. Although they might use more energy than a shuttle. That is a good point. If we would build new space shuttles and use them with SpaceX rockets, they would be nearly 100% reusable. Yep. But that would make sense. We need to invent transporters. I agree. I really agree, because then I could do run errands and shit without having to worry about transportation and buses and crap, especially in the wintertime. It would be so much easier when Pincalo and I are trying to figure out how plans and, oh shit, we need this from the grocery store. I'll just hop in the transporter and get it.
This program continues to push the envelope as the world's only reusable space vehicle. With a successful landing today, the X-37B completed its longest flight to date and successfully completed all mission objectives, Randy Walden, director of the Air Force Rapid Capabilities Office, said in a statement Sunday. This mission successfully hosted Air Force Research Laboratory experiments, among others, as well as providing a ride for small satellites.
Now, I think it would be cool. Japanese military has the mech is operational by 2030. Nope, fuck that. You're disintegrating me and turning me into billions and billions of little pieces and reassembling me on the other side. Nope, nope. You can have your fucking transporter, says Pincalo. Pincalo, are you a McCoy? You like McCoy, aren't you? Much like a lot of the tech in Star Trek, the transporter tech is so far out of our understanding. Yeah, that's true, Gunfox. It's true.
The spaceplane landed at 3:51 a.m. Sunday at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida.
I would really like to see. I wonder if there could be any manned flights in that plane. I wonder if there's any protection up in that plane from the radiation.
Link. Waking some residents. With a sonic boom, over its lifetime, the vehicle has spent a total of 2,865 days in orbit.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
A sixth mission is planned to launch from Cape Canaveral, Florida, in 2020.
Okay. That's really cool. Let's see here. Well, Pincalo is a truck driver blind, not a doctor. It's way too small for a human to be in there. Oh, that sucks. Because you could learn, like, without having to send people up to the ISS. Like, this could be, if we had a bigger cabin, you could do some other experiments with humans, particularly psychological experiments to see how long a human could like for the longer space journeys. You could run some experiments to see how long it would take for them to start, going crazy. Replicators! Yes, I want replicators too. I would love a replicator. That would be great.
Heading level 3 to items.
And I think that is the end of the story. Yes, it is. Okay. Did I see another? I thought I saw a different science story that I wanted to look at. Where is it here? Oh, let's read this one. This is from 39 minutes ago. I'm just going to grab it and send it to myself. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get this sent over here. And then that'll take us to the end of the stream, guys. So, despite having 2 news stories where Safari wouldn't let me read them, we are still making some good time here, which is always awesome. So hopefully this works. It's not gonna work here. But I'm going to Google. I'm gonna Google the story because I saw the title of it. So I'm gonna quickly Google the story. What is it? Okay, Boeing test space taxi. Let's see if this will show me what I need. This is from 39 minutes ago, this story. Where is it here? There it is. There's the story I needed. All right, beautiful. I found it. So yeah, 1 of 3 of the parachutes did not open when this was tested. Let's see here. There was like over 9,000 news stories added since the start of the stream. Oh boy. I'm going to have lots of lots and lots of things to go over tomorrow. There will be no lack of news. Don't you guys worry. Now let's find this article here. So Boeing just tested its new space taxi. But for some reason it's not letting me get to the oh. There's a close button. Where's the close button? I just saw a close button. Where is it? All right, it just put me to the bottom of the page. That's what happened. Let me just move here. There we go. There we go. There we go. We found it. We found it. Hooray. Okay, so Boeing tests space taxi. 1 of 3 parachutes does not open. Well, that's not good. That seems like a failure on my part, in my understanding. Let's read this article here.
Seattle/Washington, Boeing Co. said on Monday that 1 of 3 parachutes failed to open during a crucial unmanned test of the CST-100 Starliner, which the company is developing to ferry astronauts to and from the International Space Station. The deployment failure happened during a test of a system designed to prepare the crew to safety in the event of an emergency, Boeing spokesman Todd Blecker said by email.
Oh boy, so your emergency systems failed. That's amazing. It looks like an Apollo command module, says Irate Prostate. Oh, does it? Interesting. Come on.
So busy. It's too early to The deployment failure happened during a test of a system designed to prepare the crew to safety in the event of an emergency, Boeing spokesman Todd Blecker said by email. It's too early to determine why all 3 main parachutes did not deploy, Blecker said. However, having 2 of 3 deploy successfully is acceptable for the test parameters and crew safety.
No. No, it's not. How many times has the critical safety system failed in Star Trek? Can't eject the core, or can't turn off the holodeck safeties. Or, wait, the holodeck safeties are off. Yeah, that's true. But seriously, are you guys going with the meatloaf space theory here? Don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Wow, okay.
Boeing and U.S. Space Agency NASA said they were still targeting December 17 for the Starliner's first unpiloted mission to the International Space Station.
December 17th, huh? All right. That's just Don't you think you should fix this before December?
NASA has picked Boeing and Elon Musk's SpaceX as the main contractors to build rocket and capsule launch systems to return Americans to the orbiting research lab for the first time since the U.S. Space Shuttle program ended in 2011. Parachute deployment has been among the top technical challenges both companies have faced that have raised questions over crew safety and pressured launch schedules. The parachutes are designed to slow down the capsules when returned to Earth at supersonic speeds.
Yes, they are, and you might want to have all three of them working. Well, the poor bastards would have enough time to write a will and pray to God, maybe even call loved ones. Yeah. They would have about 5 minutes before impact. Yeah, and that would be the longest 5 minutes ever. That would be horrible.
SpaceX is working to fly its Crew Dragon capsule on a first manned test flight into orbit in the first quarter of next year, after completing its unmanned test in March, the company and NASA have said, reporting by Eric M. Johnson in Seattle and Joey Roulette in Washington, editing by David Gregorio. Navigation.
So that's the end of that story. So Boeing's parachutes not all of Boeing's parachutes deployed, but apparently that's fine. 2 out of 3 is fine for water landings. It's the land landings. Yeah. Well, if they have 3 men and 3 women, may as well bang till the end. Yeah. I guess so. I guess so. Well, friends, I'm going to stop screen sharing here. And we've got about 3 minutes left. So if you've got any questions or comments, now is your time. Now is your time to ask them. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this thing in my chest is just, like my chest is really sore, really tight. I don't get it. I could not help but throw in a dirty joke. It's fine. Zero G has already made it happen, in my opinion. Hooking up, yep. Oh, I bet you there's some stuff I bet you there's somebody who's discovered the best way to have sex in space. I'm sure. Yeah, and she had twins. Yeah, I bet you having sex in space is really fun, but also very dangerous. Like, could you imagine you have to like strap yourselves to the bunk? Just like bungee yourselves to the bunk and give you guys but give the bungees a little leeway so you guys can move slightly. Oh my goodness. Now I've got this image in my head of 2 astronauts bungeed to their rack, just getting it on. And how do you get it on with your space? Oh, I guess you could take your spacesuit. And if you pull out and then it flies everywhere. Everywhere. Yep. It already happened. It already happened. 2 Americans did it a couple years ago when they tested sex in space. Oh. Gunfox, yours was the mum, says Irene. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that's great. But they were married. So they were married astronauts who tested sex in space, huh? Now I've got this. Now I've got a picture of the scene from The Meaning of Life when John Cleese is teaching boys about sex, and he brings his wife into the classroom to teach them. Except instead of the chalkboard turning into a bed, it's like this space module that just you pull down the space module and it turns into a bunk with bungees and straps. Oh man. I have too vivid of an imagination, I think. NASA approved it, says Gunfox. Ah. Well, guys, on that fun note, we have come to the end of another coffee stream. And I really hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I enjoyed putting this on for you, as I always do. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Monday, and that you will come back tomorrow for another coffee stream at 12 p.m. Eastern. We're doing what are you two doing? We're doing sex experiments, says Girl and Pirate Pete. Exactly. She only did the first 12 weeks. Oh, she got pregnant. And she came back for the rest of the term. Well, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. Come back tomorrow on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern for another coffee stream, and we'll have some more fun. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody.